What's up, everybody? My name is Skooch, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, if you're just joining us, we got signed on to Dad Book, and I think now is where we got to make choices to see who we want to date. So, without further ado, let's jump over to Damien, the goth daddy, because he is so dark and mysterious. Let's go. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of your own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Ooh, he's so dark. On a Friday night, you would most likely like to listen to True Crime Podcast while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Okay, Damien, you're getting a little down there. If you had one thing to take with you to a deserted island, what would it be? A coffin. Wow, that is dark, boy. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. Bosom. Bosom. Nope, it's probably bosom. Alright, what did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Wow, this guy is just the definition of dark. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. Jesus. I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Let's do it. Let's message him. Let's message us some Damien. See if we can capture a dad. That's not just a one-night stand with Robert, because that was awkward as heck. I'm excited. To see how hard it is to get at goth daddy. Damien seemed rather interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey, dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Skooch, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, Dr. Bloodmarch. Bloodmarch? This guy is obviously a vampire. Okay, I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda! Amanda pops out of her room, her eyes a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Oh no! Hey! Are you alright? Oh.
Fine.
Yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh, honey. Are you sure that's all? I'm gonna pry. I don't give a heck about my date anymore. I'm not letting Amanda down ever again. You have to tell me what's actually wrong. Why are you lying to me? I'm not. I'm perfectly fine. Alright. I don't believe her, but I'll let it go for now. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No, can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what we needed to do is bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do?
Huh?
Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Wow, Amanda, chill out. You're getting weird. Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So, you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things that you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Skooch. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Wow, look at Amanda. She's so proud of herself. I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house and, well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for the doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. This is the perfect man for me. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Skooch. Oh, wait, he sounds like Shulk. Skooch, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. Oh, and the door creaking open when I knocked? Oh, I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay? Damien is perfect. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting table, and the parlor again for some reason. Oh, I'm trying to remember his voice. This is one of the older homes on the block. Yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Look at the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. That's enough of a tour. Let's look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Pick up a book. You know, Skooch, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage... Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Whoa! He's a weeb! Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. This is a fanfic.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Look out the window. I walk to the wall and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Craig is pretty buff. Fucking Craig is hot. Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Ha! Please, will you join me for tea? Let's do it. Anything you want, Damien. I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this.
Oh.
Damien smiles to himself. What?
How delightful.
How delightful. It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth and class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. Your home is really impressive. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? My father took me into the city to see a marching band. Sorry? Haha, did you guys see a marching band? Oh my goodness! I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives of culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try and live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittingly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Skooch, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do. I make shitty videos on the internet, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Time to talk his ear off. Please tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap-making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. Well, I guess this kind of counts like YouTube. Soap is, an important advancement in modern society. Getting rid of germs and stuff, I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I, tried making some with Amanda once and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes. Which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves its way, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. Flit, is that the word? Flit? Flit? My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it is considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other, each flower or plant symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bilberferum. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? Thou art the tightest. My loins are ablaze. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Oh, I'm going with thou art the tightest. Whoa! I got eggplants in that one. What does that mean? The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragon sounds the coolest. 'Cause they're cute. And you can do that thing where you squeeze them and it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Skooch, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to his house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle!
Fix that guard.
Okay, that's the head. This. Okay, this one. This looks like it belongs right there. What the heck? It can't be this way. So it has to be this one. Please, God! I don't want him to kill me! Okay, we're doing this first. It's definitely this one. Okay. Okay, it's this one. Oh, no. It's this one for sure. What the fuck? It has to be this one. Okay. Okay, we're trying this. It's this one for sure. Come on. Why isn't it sticking? It should stick. That looks like it fits.
Out of time.
What the heck? Was that not it? Crap. I can't figure this out. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset. Hope it's not about the garg. My sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so... Skooch, did you break my gargoyle? All I did was lean on it. I just had it installed last week. No matter. I suppose it will give me a chance to work on my masonry skills. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid I must take my leave. That's no problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go! He's not too mad, thank God. Oh, shit. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us in the small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails out of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask off Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Oh.
It's a lovely story. So, wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad.
Whoa.
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of ARMADILLO, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then I read a review of the movie.
Whoa.
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian, high five. The teacher starts to stomp upstairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. Mediation? We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It is entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you could spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. I love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car and slams the door and runs inside.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you, and I have a lot we need to work out. He and I have a lot to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining.
Oh.
There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. He's probably just going through a phase. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him will do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon?
Oh.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo, what you watching?
Yeah.
Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I'm not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to school to pick up Lucian since he tried to. He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage, and then he tried to brick him into a wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read that story except for me? Lucian live-streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly, a diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. I do dig his style. Date complete! Poker buddy, relax dad, bat, Ojo-sama, po, Amontadillo. Amontillado! I am fucking this up.
That was the jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
I love it! Why don't they voice more lines? His voice is so soothing. I love it so much. I got an A. Is that good? I don't know the ranking system. Is there S's in this game? And then like double S's and then triple S like Devil May Cry? I don't know. Click to continue. It looks like I did fine, but I kind of fucked up on the gargoyle thing. Interview with the vampire. I know he's a vampire. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes through her open door. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of the envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Right.
I got in! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my God, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Right.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want.
We got this.
Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the backside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Wow! This is so cool. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on the patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
All right.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID and... Amanda, slow down, you're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space only once they're seniors, and we all get professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with somebody who's a similar major and interest. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no, I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had really a bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying that you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be for real with her for a second. So, you know, I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it, okay? I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. God, I know that one day in the future I'm gonna go through something similar, and it's sad. Dad, stop, you're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Oh, it's so sweet.
Welcome. You
All right.
got dads.
We did a whole date, so that counts as a save and an end to the episode. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I'm glad we got to date Damien. Maybe next we'll do Craig, because he's so hot, but I'm not entirely sure. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or do whatever you can to remind me that I'm awesome, because I think that you're awesome, and you have an awesome face, and I hope you have an awesome day. Until the next episode, I will see you again. Ah, shit, I love Damien.